Let's go.
The fastest NPC in the West.
It's almost time. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, my friends are there.
Mama, I love you.
That's what y'all get for this week.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to another episode of UnQuantized Podcast.
Wagwan, my youths.
What it do?
I feel like Obama. You seen that? Wagwan.
Nah, I missed that one.
Yeah, it was when he was in Jamaica.
Hey.
Wagwan.
I ain't gonna lie. I was over there. I learned how to say that properly while I was there, and I felt like a fake tourist / like I was a native.
You just felt like your dreads start growing.
Yeah. I was saying everything except yeah, man.
All your playlists slowly turned to reggae.
Right.
Where did this Best About Marley come from?
You can tell the
Relax.
first day, the first day people get there, they're like, how you doing? After the second, third day, yeah, man. By the end of the week, well, on my youth,
Bad man, everybody also killing faster than no way. Girls come back to it.
Right.
Contact.
Hey, exactly what you said.
That's from a damn Cardinal Official album, dog, from like 1990 something. That was my
You
shit.
be quoting foreign stuff that you know
Right.
too. And it was a French dude, MC Solar, on like a old De La Soul album. I quote all that. I quote all that stuff.
So you basically turned into Snow from the dude singing Informer.
Informer. He's from Canada, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm. Weird guy.
All right, man. So we got some stuff to get into. What are these comments talking about?
Someone asked about when will trap be over and real hip hop make a comeback.
Yeah, trap. I don't even know if it's a matter of waiting for it to be over. It's just now things are like so divided into genres.
Right.
Like you got the real hip hop genre and trap, but people still look to the radio.
Right.
It's not like a radio time anymore. Like the type of music that you want, you gotta really go and pursue that music and look for it. But it's there, and it'll be a ton of it there for you, and you don't have to listen to trap if you don't like it.
You know, a thing that I feel like nobody talks about, if people really want hip hop back, you have to support hip hop. The reason why those acts don't really put out a lot of stuff and you don't hear them as much because people ain't asking for it.
Damn, facts.
The radio only play what people want to hear.
That's a super fact.
So, hey, if you want more hip hop, go support your hip hop artists.
For sure.
Inferno Drums too.
Inferno Drums too. Already?
Already?
We want those already. Now that's what's up, man. Shout out to everybody really loving the Inferno Drums. You know, it was like a bonus thing, but people were like, yo,
They're liking them.
them drums. Like the loops is dope, but the drums, I ain't know.
E-
Hey, maybe Inferno Drums too. Might be.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Ragheads, it's a vibe with the tribe. What up, man?
Yes, indeed. What up, what up?
You sound like Aziz with that voice. Push me to it. I do sound like
What up, yo? What up?
Mary J. Joint, Fire.
Hey, appreciate it, man. Young Mary J. just dropped her album today. And number 9, Survivor, produced by me and my man Bam. For those of y'all who don't know, Bam is a super awesome producer and also Mary J's bass player. So, shout out to Bam.
Man of many talents.
Exactly.
I beg to learn about mix and mastering from you guys. Help me. Do you know what mixing and mastering is for?
Yeah, that's a good question. We talked about that last time. Like, it's a difference between mixing and mixing.
Mixing.
Mixing
It's
and
definitely
mastering.
a difference between mixing and mixing.
Exactly. Sound like I've been mixing that drink over.
Right?
But yeah, mastering you won't need to do. I'm almost certain that you don't need to learn mastering yourself unless you are planning on doing something different. But mixing, yeah.
Cop and Sound Oracle Pack today.
Hey, appreciate you.
Shout out to Bigger 1973. You always in here. Appreciate you.
For sure. We might do a little demo of the pack today too.
Hey.
Yeah. Coma Della.
I did a walk around my job clapping back on lazy people yelling, "Holiday season!"
That's dope.
You gotta say it in the voice though. You gotta put the echo on there. All that.
And you gotta do the microphone.
Yeah, you gotta say it from your stomach. You know what I mean? You gotta put that emphasis in there. Holiday season!
Definitely.
What up, everybody checking in from Miami? What up? What up?
What's happening?
Trap will never die. Real music will never die. That is true. It's gonna keep it. That's like saying, yo, when is country going to be out?
Right.
Country here, dog.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
We sound like our parents talking about when's this rap shit gonna be over with.
Punk rock, it's not as big as it was, but it's still around.
Yeah.
There's still people listen to metal, fucking hair metal. It's still people that still probably listen to all that stuff. It's not as popping.
Nah, it's not. And now, like, a lot of the young trap dudes, they like the rock stars now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because rock is not what it used to be, but everything that they used to do, that's what your Lil Uzis are doing now. You know,
Exactly.
looking crazy, making crazy songs, just living a rock star life. So, it's still there.
Kind of stupid question, but just wondering, could I get royalties from writing ad libs?
That's between you and whoever's song it is. If y'all work that out, and he's like, yo, them ad libs was cold, here's 15%.
Yeah. I mean, you are actually kind of writing.
Yeah, true.
So you could. That is a legit reason.
What if he was like, you should say skirt right there?
Yeah, instead of that, yeah, you should say skirt skirt. Hey, I think
actually, that changed the whole song.
I would get pumped for that.
Yeah.
You get the 5% yours, man.
Very true.
Whoever
Very
started
true.
the skirt skirt, they need their publishing.
Right.
Hashtag skirt skirt for publishing.
I see CR the show in here, man. CR the show been posting like 83 beats a day in the Oracle producer contest.
On that high speed internet he got,
Yeah.
uploading with the quickness.
Right, Google Fiber going down. Hey man, you need to turn your computer off. Your shit is overheating. It's been on for days in nonstop use.
Take a break, man. Restart. Clear that RAM out, bro. Do
Right.
something.
And he putting the numbers after him too, so it's like submission 184. I'm like, jeez. ER Beats doing the same thing.
Oh yeah, ER been going in too.
Yeah, he going super crazy. There's a lot of people that's been going crazy. That was SDOS
Mm-hmm. He been going crazy.
going super crazy.
How can a female producer get in the right door? Same way as a regular producer. You gotta stop. One, I say don't separate yourself. I mean, female producers are producers. Same thing. I mean, and I get how it can be weird in the world, you know, because some men are idiots. It's a lot of bullshit that's gonna go on.
Yeah,
Not
absolutely.
always, but you know, it's stupid people in the world. No matter what you're doing.
Yeah.
But the same thing, man. You just gotta have good quality music. You gotta network. You gotta add value.
There you go. And follow people like Stony, STONI. I think her joint is Stoney's Music, STONIS Music, and Umami. Follow Umami.
Wonder Girl,
Wonder Girl, definitely follow Wonder Girl.
all dope, all out here doing they thug thizzle.
Hell yeah. Soho, New York in here. What up?
Yo, what's up? Congrats, Oracle.
Yo, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Reason Gang in here. Oh, I know y'all coming. I know it's y'all coming for me.
So before we get to too many comments, can we address the fact that Reason came out with VST support yesterday, whenever it was. Congratulations, The Reason.
Congratulations for making it to 2017. I appreciate you catching up with the times, Reason.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't hate Reason as much as Triza does. While it's a celebration, let's tone it down a little bit. It's like, hey, my boyfriend doesn't beat me anymore. Let's celebrate. Like, nah. Reason should have had VST support years ago. Why they took this long, I don't know. Being proprietary can hurt you a lot of times. So
That's like saying, yo, my car got Bluetooth. Like, yeah, bro.
Whoa.
We all had that 5 years ago.
but you still got the roll up.
Yeah.
Like this though.
So, hey, man, I do want to say, even though I know it's not true, I take responsibility of getting Reason to change. My rants about how ugly it is and the third party stuff, I feel like change Reason, even though they probably did this 2 years ago and had this been in plan, and it just, the time is incredible, but I'm going to take credit for it because...
I'm going to say they've been working on it for 2 weeks because they heard you say it 2 weeks ago and now they're
Yep,
like,
true. They was like, he right. Why didn't we think of that? We should hire him.
right.
And you know what I would tell him? Burn the company down. No, I'm sorry. How can I get my beats heard by famous producer, artists, or what's the best way to submit beats to them? I hate these questions,
Okay,
man.
listen. Here's what you got to do. First of all, it's not always about the artist that you're trying to get to. you have to know who to talk to. You sending stuff to these artists, most of the time they're not going to see it. Mm-hmm. They're not going to read it. Who's their manager? Who's the dude that's always with them? Those are the people you need to talk to. And when you do, you have to know how to talk to them. Don't just be like, yo, what's up, man? I'm a dope artist, and send them a link. Like, that ain't going to get you nowhere. You got to introduce yourself, be very brief, very concise, and offer some type of value. Tell them what you can do for them. That's the thing. Otherwise, you just come in with your hand out like, yo, person who doesn't know me, put me on. I want to be on the tour bus with y'all and open up for your shows. They don't know nothing about you.
And the thing I don't like about the question is like the famous producer artist. To me, I feel like when people ask, how do I get to famous people? It's like you're trying to shortcut the work. Yeah. You know, like most of your favorite producers, they're famous because they built an artist. You think of Metro, he came up with Future. You think AOA Mafia, they came up with Future. 40 and Drake. You think Sunny Digital. You know, all these people that are popping, they groomed artists. They came up with them. It won't like they just gave stuff away.
Right.
After they got a hit with a new artist, then that's when the other artist starts coming around.
Right.
But you got to lay that foundation. And I feel like a lot of people just like, oh, I want to get my beats to famous people. Yep. You can't do that, man.
And it's a great way to showcase your sound. Exactly. If you can do a whole album with somebody and y'all have total creative control, you can show the world exactly what you're all about. We're going looking for an artist first.
When is it too late to start producing music?
It's never too late to start producing music. That's like asking, when is it too late to be happy? You can start right now, honestly. And you can start in your mind. Like, you know, I'm serious. I'm a producer right now. Like, I'm really doing it. It's as easy as that to start.
Because you got to think about Mike Dean. Mike Dean is probably most influential for new type music like Young Trap. And Mike Dean is a OG legend.
I didn't know that either.
He's super, you know, he started with like Scarface and all them.
Yep.
Ghetto Boys, and now he's still doing Travis Scott, all this new stuff you hear.
I ain't know. I did a song with him on Saha, Black History Project. And I didn't know anything about him other than he worked with Kanye.
Oh, yeah.
But then I found out, I'm like, damn, this dude is a beast. And he's older.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, didn't know that.
He's that dude.
Yeah, he is. Congrats, Triz. Yeah, Triz got that young placement last week. That Jiu-Jitsu, go check it out.
Brisk Breezy.
Yep.
And then Young Oracle got the young Mary J.
Man, you know. Well, we gotta walk the talk.
That's very true.
You can't be sitting there telling people do this and do that and do this and you're not doing anything.
Right. This is how you get placements. Who have you worked with? My cousin.
Right, yeah. You gotta walk your talk, man. So y'all keep us inspired to do, you know, stay up on the things that we talk about.
FitX.
Yeah.
Add it to the jar. Very true.
Definitely goes in the jar. That should go on a full sheet of paper right there.
I won 5 beat battles using Reason alone. I just like the sound design and beat making. VSTs will only help that. Hey, I get it. That's just like when somebody said they eat pork. I understand. I just don't. You know what I mean? I just don't mess with it.
In all sincerity, man, congratulations to y'all Reason people, because I know y'all been waiting for. And I remember waiting on this from Reason in 2003 when I tried it out. So 2017, I ain't gonna lie, y'all should write them a thank you letter coupled with you letter. Because they waited so long on y'all, man. That's dirty.
I'm gonna write a blog. Best plugins for Reason users who are super late and don't know what plugins to get. Alright, I'm talking shit, man. I'm playing.
Oh,
You're alright with me, man. What was your experience musically working on Mary's song with Mary? Or with Mary?
Yo, my experience, honestly, I worked with Bam on that because Bam works with Mary. So I might as well get into what I was going to talk about, unless these questions are crazy. Yeah, these questions are kind of crazy. I'll get back to that.
Yeah. Okay. What it do, Sound Oracle, Triza? Shout out to y'all. What up, DJ Lettuce?
Lettuce, what up, man? Shout out to you, brother.
Logic versus Pro Tools. I used to use both.
Right.
Pro Tools more for cutting vocals. I hate making beats in Pro Tools.
Nobody likes making beats in Pro. It's only like a handful of people I know that make beats in Pro Tools.
That you know what? I would pick Reason over Pro Tools.
For making beats?
For making beats.
I gotta go with you on that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I gotta
go. Damn, that's a hard one though.
I'm out of this question. I have zero experience with both of those because I use PC, so I never use Logic, and almost never cut vocals. So I never have a reason to use Pro Tools.
Cutting vocals is not fun.
No. I had a studio in Maryland. I used to record terrible demos.
Oh, that is the worst.
Yes.
That builds character.
Yeah.
Having to record terrible rappers all day builds character.
Yeah. We're going to try to stop cursing so much on the podcast. Well, we'll try. We start out a little bit, but who knows, man. The Jameson get to going, and next thing you know, Phil flying Phil.
Man, last week, I was so upset, bro. So we, at the end of the podcast, we had a really good discussion about the Pharrell Timbaland beat battle. And there was a lot of things said that I just was not cool with. Somebody said Michael Jackson does not produce.
That's right.
And that really just irked me. He just said Michael Jackson sung and danced. And it's just like, yo, how you be so ignorant about music? How do you consider yourself a musician and you don't know, and you just claiming bold stuff like that? Because I know videos online.
They show him doing
the Thriller documentary. Michael was in there directing. He's telling Quincy, like, yo, I want it to sound like this. I need this. That's producing.
Michael was a producer. You got to give it to him. But the thing that really set you off was the Polow versus Scott Storch.
Oh, yeah. That one got me because everybody know me. I have a special place in my heart for Polow's production, man. Polow, to me, is up there in the greatest.
Right. And obviously, I'm super biased on the question.
And Scott is great, but Scott ain't messy. He ain't got as many hits as Polow. And I really had to argue my point, man. And the sad thing is, my hard drive space ran out, and that very end part did not get recorded.
Yeah. So if you were here and you saw it,
it was great.
It was awesome. But yeah, that won't be on YouTube or on iTunes. Sorry.
But it was fun. What should I learn first as a beginner? I'm a rapper turning producer.
You should learn how to build an audience first. Learn how to build an audience, then learn how to build relationships before you start selling anything.
Yeah. And learn your craft, man. Selling or anything making money should not be the first thing you think about. Have fun with it, man. Just experiment. Try a bunch of random stuff. Recreate stuff. Just have fun with it. This is the time to do it. When you starting out, have as much fun as possible.
True. And what's going to make you stand out? That's the thing, too. Don't get into it to sound exactly like somebody else.
Please don't.
That's the worst thing that you could possibly do. Like, so figure all that out before you even start and dropping your Dat Piff releases and all that.
If you guys could talk about the difference between a beat maker and a producer.
Briefly, yeah, I guess we can.
Yeah.
It's kind of been exhausted, though, this topic. You can find it plenty of places on the internet. But a beat maker does that. They make a beat. It could be dope beats or whatever, but they're not in charge of running the session, telling the artist how the beat should go, how the music should go. They're not hiring session players. They're not filling out the sheets. You know what I mean? A producer puts it all together. And people get it confused when it comes to music. Think about it like movies. You see a movie and you have an executive producer, or the movie was produced by whoever. That doesn't mean the person's in the movie. They're in charge of overseeing the production of the movie. And that's the difference between a producer and a beat maker. A beat maker makes a beat. A producer might make the beat, might not make the beat, but they're in charge of the overall end result and how it works out.
That is very true. 757, shout out. 804. Hey,
Virginia
804. Hey, young Millie Beats, man.
Millie Beats.
Shout out to the homie Millie, man.
See, Millie don't like when I call him the king of 808s. But Millie, we accept that over here, man. So I'll take the King Oracle, and that's King Triza, but you still King Millie, king of the 808.
That is very true. Why does no one mention FL Studio when mentioning Top Dogs? That is incorrect.
That's not true.
I feel like maybe it's just us.
Yeah, we don't talk about it a lot, but
I feel like it's Ableton, Fruity Loops,
yep,
Logic. And then after that, it kind of
Then it's the Reason, Studio One.
Yeah, I say Studio. Even though I haven't used Studio One, I keep hearing good things about it. So I'll say Studio One. Then after that, it kind of slippery slope.
Studio One is dope. Now, if you would have said how come people don't mention Reaper, then we would have a conversation.
Understandable.
Yeah, exactly.
Big up to both of you and congrats, Sound Oracle.
Thank you very much. Who's that, Sakina?
Yes, young Sakina Poet.
Thank you, Sakina.
Ragheads, congrats to the both of you. Hey, appreciate it. A lot of love, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Hold up. What song did you do on Saha's Black History Project?
It was 2 songs. One was called. I don't remember. I don't remember the names of the songs, but I did 2 of them.
That's when you know you're getting them placements.
One was with M16, and one Mike Dean did some stuff on it.
M16, the producer?
Mm-hmm.
He did Duffel Bag Boys?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
When I was working at DTP, Duffel Bag Boys was the song I was helping promote.
Oh.
So I knew him.
So that song blew because of you.
No. I wish.
But yeah, the one I did with M16 on Side's project, I did some cuts. I did some scratching on it. I didn't even make the beat on it. I just did some scratching and a little arrangement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna catch hell from the Reason users today.
Yes, you are.
Hey, they've been catching hell all these years for not having plugins, so I'll take it. One day of hell for me versus.
I'm gonna tell you, Triza is ready for y'all. Today.
Yeah, I'm quick on my feet, man.
He's ready for y'all.
We gotta figure the light situation.
What did we do last time? Hold on. I don't know. That's with that phone. We're gonna have to do it when we go up.
Okay.
Triza has the light controller right now, so.
Why does FL Studio not get mentioned much amongst producers? Kind of answered that.
Yeah, and it actually does.
Yeah.
It gets mentioned just as much as the top joints. It's like number 2. Yeah.
Start with Omnisphere, Reason people. These are topics that I never thought you'd have to explain to somebody, but yeah, start with Omnisphere. Good point.
Yeah. Well, I figure they still know what VSTs are popping. They just couldn't use them. You know?
Window shoppers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got that Omnisphere poster on my wall, waiting for it.
One day, Serum is gonna be mine.
Right.
I just see them sitting there staring at the wall with the little Waves bundle, Mercury.
Damn, that sounds nice.
All right, I'm done. No more talk about Reason for me.
Man, don't even lie. You know you
Oh
ain't
yeah,
done.
until somebody else come for me.
Yep.
This guy needs some milk. Somebody needs some milk. He needs some milk.
Spence D, crazy.
Pro Tools, I think of recording and mixing. That is true.
Yes, me too. When I think of Pro Tools, I never think of production, but
Some people do.
it can be done, and there are people that do it and do it well. But when I think of Pro Tools, I think of engineers.
You're right.
Yeah.
FL Studio producers greater than everyone else.
Get out of here with your clickbait.
You're right.
You know that's a hyped up statement right there.
Michael Jackson had his hands in everything he did. He's a legend.
True indeed.
Very true.
True indeed. Feelings on Studio One 3. I haven't used it. It's dope. I use Studio One or Studio 11.
Right.
Whatever. It was dope, but it wasn't enough because that Ableton thing came along. I was like, I'm out.
Eric Repner says NBA doesn't produce. I got mad when you mentioned it again, dog. I was heated, bruh.
That is worth getting mad about, man.
I just hate when people spout out stuff like it's facts. And
Right.
really they don't know what the hell is going on.
Most of these records going platinum made off FL Studio. That's very true.
That is true.
A lot of stuff that's I don't know about going platinum. Not too many people doing that,
Yeah.
but
Ain't
a lot of records that's
Right.
popping was made on FL Studio. Yeah, platinum is like an old school thing that people talk about.
Yeah. When was the last time I went platinum? Probably Bruno or something. Pop. I'm sure they still.
Who went platinum this year so far?
Drake maybe? I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know I stopped counting back in like 2014 when we did the. I'm going back to the Justin, Beyonce, you know, all those times. All of them went platinum within the first 3 or 4 months of the year, and that was like something
You're right.
super great because they were all made at the same time. People
Right.
didn't know that, but since then I stopped checking, and I don't know who's platinum now.
Yeah, it don't really mean anything. March Madness was made in FL. That is true.
Dope.
Y'all, hey man, I'm trying to just read these
Yeah, just
questions,
trying to scroll on
man.
through.
I'm trying to scroll on through. Ninth one to use FL Studio.
True.
There you go.
True.
FedEx. Every doll is R.
Yes.
True. Your tools.
Yeah.
It's what you do with them that counts. Besides a few things here and there, they do the same thing, helps you make music.
Man, that's a very good point, and it's true. All these things are tools to get whatever's in here out into the open. Like, all these are tools. Hammer, screwdriver, you know. It's just tools. Like, nothing is going to make you a better producer. You know what I mean? It's just not going to happen.
That is true. Do you think it's best to have everything in place before you start dropping promo videos, meaning business plan and website?
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
Because you got to know who you're going to market to. If you dropping music and you don't know who's going to listen to it, then you kind of...
Yeah. Even before you do promo videos and get all that stuff in place, like, do some market research. And that don't mean, like, you got to get a pen and paper and a monocle, but know who your market is. Know who you're selling to. Know what they like. Know what the demographic is. How much they make per year. How often they buy whatever it is you're selling. Like, do some market research. It'll save you some trouble from setting up a whole lot of stuff that might not work for you.
I'm the next producer out of VA, period. Let's see. I want to see. Well, since you're from VA, man, I'm gonna give you a pass, bro. But your whole mindset is a little off. Prove it. Do something about it.
Good point.
Just don't say it. Saying
Prove
that
it.
you're the best in the room does nothing.
Yeah, because the thing is, it's not up to you. It's up to the people.
Yeah. So hey, go be great. I hope the best for you, my dog.
Especially from VA.
Yeah, please.
For sure.
Represent. Ableton was good. Okay, sorry guys. There's so many comments between. Yeah, really nobody is selling no platinum.
That's very true.
Culture went platinum? No, I highly doubt it. Migos album. I almost will put money that they did not go. Maybe a single went platinum, but
yeah, the album.
Yeah, the album did not go platinum.
Now I'm gonna need you to.
I'm almost pretty sure of that.
Hold on, I gotta review this thing real quick. I'm multitasking on the show. I'm still listening. Boom.
Yo, Sound Oracle, you said you code. What program language do you use?
Hold on. Here's the thing. I have no idea, and I'm gonna tell you why. I use different coding platforms or different things, and they all have their own proprietary language. I went into coding with what am I trying to do, and then I found something that could do that, and then I just learned the language of whatever that program was. Now, if it's C++ or Python or whatever it is, I have no idea. I just know I know the language, depending on what I'm using, and I can write in that language.
I stand corrected. Migos did go platinum.
Hey,
you guys were right.
Oh shit.
But you know, it's so weird about the platinum thing too because of the streaming. I get, but then it's like those aren't actual. They didn't sell those records. Those come from.
Was that
streaming.
certified?
Yeah, because you know now it's like every so many streams equals one thing, and then that's what adds to the.
Oh yeah.
So it's weird. It's like not really like they sold that many. Because back in the day, it was like you sold that many records.
Yeah, that was what $12, $13 a pop.
Exactly.
For each record. Now it's like, oh, you streamed 66 cents worth of music, but that was 2 million streams.
Right.
Something. It's weird,
yeah.
And honestly, I don't think they have it figured out yet. Like, a lot of the labels don't have it figured out.
I seen someone, they said Warner, or was it Universal, made like 21 billion or something. It's some crazy number. And I'm like, yo, nobody over at Universal is getting paid like that.
Off streaming, right?
Yeah.
And what they pay out for it. Probably
terrible.
Way less than that. So, yeah, it's real weird now, man.
Keep on moving, don't stop, no. Do you still feel happy making beats after it being your full-time job? Go ahead, Or.
I do. But, well, yeah, I do because it's not just all about making beats. Like, once you stop your full-time job, at first it was about making beats. I would just make 1 million beats all day, but I wasn't selling no beats because I didn't know what I was doing. But I now have the freedom and the knowledge to know what to do. So it opens you up to not only make beats, but to learn about branding and to work on a business. And that's really what you want, freedom. A lot of people are like, I want money. You don't really want money. You want the things that money can provide. And the number one thing that you want is freedom to do what you want to be able to do. And the money is also a tool that allows you to do what you want to do when you have that freedom.
Very true. What do you consider the total life cycle of a typical project in the term of months?
Now?
2 weeks.
Yeah. I was like, you could have knocked that down to weeks.
Yeah, for real, about 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's an honest question. I mean, honest answer right there. That's real.
Oh, and shout out to everybody who's on my mailing list for the producer kit. I put out dope this week, put out some dope articles. It's an article about how Apple Music and Spotify are flourishing. They're doing great. They're growing. And SoundCloud is declining.
Really?
Yeah. And dog, I think their business model, man, one, I get hit with so many copyright strikes. You know, DJs really made SoundCloud popular.
Yeah.
And then they kind of turned it back on DJs and remixes and stuff like that. And then the ads, man. I'm like, yo, I get that it's a free service, but the ads is ridiculous, dog.
True. The sad part is I'm into music and I'm a producer and I do not like SoundCloud.
Yeah. Every time I get on it now, I'm like, I don't like this no more.
Yeah. That's supposed to be the main thing that we like is music based.
Yeah.
I'll stick with my Instagrams and such.
Is it bad to upload all of your beats to beat selling sites, then someone from the industry wants the same production? Is it frowned upon? If you answered this already, I'm sorry I didn't know.
No, we ain't answered this yet.
So basically he's saying, is it cool to sell beats that you sell online to people in the industry? Is it frowned upon?
It might be by some people. I can see that. Like, people are like, man, if it's online, I don't want it for my project. Like, everybody got this beat already. It's not really a good idea. But what's the biggest part of that statement is upload all your beats to the never never put all of them in one place.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
And two, I mean, people got to remember, if you're trying to sell a beat to Meek Mill, for example, for $10,000, but you're selling beats online for leasing for $25,000, you're not gonna get that $10,000. You know what I mean? You have to pick and choose what kind of brand you're gonna be. Some people are Target and some people are Dollar Tree.
Right. It goes back to the conversation we had before. Like, know which person you want to be, because it's very hard to be both people. Like, I'm super popping with the big artists, and by the way, I got beats for the low over here for $10. Right. Like, if you present yourself as both things, people are just gonna assume that you're the lesser of the two.
Is reading and watching how-to videos and things of that nature a good way to learn, or should I just be making beats till I figure it out?
Well, here's the thing. Reading and learning, they cool for a second, but you have to immediately apply what you just learned or you know, what you just read or what you just watched. Because sitting and reading a bunch of books and watching a bunch of videos isn't doing anything. It's giving you knowledge to do something. But most people, they got 25 years of self-help and 0 years of action.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's what I do. I'll read about something and I'll actually do whatever they're talking about as I'm learning about it. And then the way that you really want to become a beast at something is after you learn it and you do it, you teach it to somebody.
Good X. As a producer, from top to bottom of importance, where should I invest your time and money? Hardware, software, sounds, mixing, plugins, and skill-wise?
Yes.
All of the above.
Evenly allocate. Don't throw a whole bunch of stuff in one basket, especially if you're just starting, because you don't want to be super strong in one area but hella weak in other areas. So, you know, just like grow slowly but surely, like grow evenly though.
And I would say, man, get some hardware is not necessary now. Software, I feel like, will get you started and cheap. Get a good DAW, learn that. Mixing plugins, I feel like every pretty much premier DAW has good standard plugins.
The good stock joints.
Yeah, so you can, you know, really get by on those. Sounds is one of them things, though. Stock sounds are kind of not great all the time. For the most part, not really.
Yeah, stock sounds, until these companies really get it together, stock sounds are bad, but the stock plugins, way to go. Yeah.
Advice for branding yourself.
Oh, wow. There's a lot of that. That's actually a course that we should teach. There's no way to answer that in full here. Either get a consultation or wait for the course, but I will say consistency. Consistency is the best thing that you can do.
Is there anything you two have learned since? Oh, that's the question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so what has gone on since the last stream?
Okay.
We learned about a lot of technical stuff this week that we can't really talk about.
Yeah.
Just like technical branding and marketing stuff. A few things that have been reinforced is relationships.
Man.
If you notice, since the last stream, like the last one, Triza had a placement. This one, I have a placement. It's all from relationships. So, without taking up too much time, here's the importance of relationships. Let me explain to y'all the whole trail of how I got the placement that came out today. I did it with Bam, my guy Bam. Bam was in a studio with Triza at Doppler maybe a year ago, 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. They were talking about some Jay-Z Timbaland stuff. Triza told him about me. Bam found out about me, gave me a call. Turns out he lives 12 miles away. I went over, and we actually worked on that beat. The one that came out today for Mary, we worked on that beat the first day that we met, which was about a year ago. But that was a relationship that I developed through knowing Triza. I know Triza through Jay. Jay was starting to engineer right around the time I started working with Polow. He was engineering for Polow. He's a good dude. Jay knew Triza. Jay put me on the Triza. Triza put me on the Bam. And now me and Bam got the placement. Bam also put me on. If you notice, the first commenter on my post today was Ludacris. I know Ludacris through Bam. And all of that actually started by me coming to Atlanta and driving up and down the street. Y'all know the story, and knocking on the studio doors every day. I would have never met Polow, wouldn't have met Jay, wouldn't have met Triza, wouldn't have met Bam, wouldn't have met Luda. None of that. And it just goes from relationships, man. Just relationships and dedication.
There you go. Most of the time, that's how it is. One relationship opens up another one.
Yep.
And, I thought of something. And this is I'll speak on it without speaking on it. And, I got to be the controversial one, I feel like.
Hey, man. Do your thing.
I'll take that role.
Do your thing, man. We get in the fight. I'm going to fight with you.
Something that I learned is people are going to copy you no matter what you do. So you just have to stay innovating.
Very true.
So that's what I learned this week. That's beneficial. So hey guys, y'all worried about people copying your beats? Guess what? People are gonna copy you, no matter what you do. If it's good, they're gonna copy.
That's why you do something new every week.
You just gotta stay doing something new, and y'all take that however y'all want to take it.
Very true. Very true. Very true.
For someone that has network and has opportunities with industry people, should be shopping the beats to management versus beat sites.
Was that a question or a statement?
I think it's a question.
But
if you have,
honestly, if you want to sell beats online,
there's nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with that. If you want to reach out to artists and stuff, there's nothing wrong with that too. You don't have to do one or the other. Now, eventually, if you have success in one area, you may have to cut out the other or fall back on it. But when you're starting, don't be like, I'm not going to send my stuff to artists because I want to send it to beat sites. And you're not that popping enough to where it matters. And it's not a diss, it's just a fact. People don't care if you put 200 beats on a beat site and then send 200 beats to somebody else. The fact that you don't have anything going on yet, you're starting. Hey man, try everything. Something gonna click for you, something not gonna click for you.
Outside of showcases, what's the appropriate way to network with artists via social media?
Engage with them first. Like, follow them, like their stuff. Maybe retweet if it's on Twitter. And then, like we always say, once you go the DM route, make sure you're concise with your introduction. Don't make it too long. And focus on what you can do for them, not what they can do for you. If your first thing that you DM somebody is a question, you lost already. Because you're just, here, give me something. Mm-hmm. Most people don't even tell you who they are. They're like, yo, hey bro, put me on, I'm dope. You didn't even tell me who you were. Or what you do, or what you're dope at, or how that benefits me. Or
exactly.
Yeah, like you dope at what? Hula hooping? You dope at fire eating? Like what?
Right. Jump dutch.
Yeah, most people, like, you look so thirsty that you're just bypass. It's like going up to a girl. You don't even say, hi, my name is such and such or whatever. You just like, hey, what's up? I got this motel room. You trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the way people approach influencers and approach bigger producers, and you wonder why you don't get hit back. That's why.
And then the people who are going to hit you back, they probably don't have the best intentions for you.
No. Always say, know the difference between being thirsty and being hungry. It's cool to be hungry, never cool to be thirsty.
FedEx. That's a t-shirt. I'm going to let you ask this question, because me and Kendall Blue have...
Okay, so what's up, guys? If you could save one piece of gear, what will it be if a fire broke out? Laptop. Raindrops. Laptop. Yep. That's for sure.
That is very true.
Easy peasy.
I miss Fat Beats out here in LA. I used to get all the dope records.
Yeah, Fat Beats was super dope. Yep.
Save your laptop first, forget the gear. That is true.
That's very true, because it's all going to stem from your laptop. And the laptop is the most important part. Not only does it hold what your program is and all your sounds, it's also the way for you to expand your career, to network with people. Like, the laptop is everything. All the rest of this could go. It's the laptop. And if it ain't the laptop, it's the phone.
Spit a verse, Oracle.
Not at all. Not at all. I retired when I was 13, bruh.
Can you send songs through the gram?
No. Wait, that's my man that I said send that song. I gotta make sure he don't have that song that I did that verse on.
Hey, I need that verse.
We recorded at the tape, dog. It was on tape. Yeah, real.
How do you prepare your sound kits? Are they loops of sounds you find and record, or just sounds you personally use?
Both. I do a lot of found sound where I find and record things, and then I make loops, and I just throw them to the side, and I might make more loops out of them later. All these sounds are both. These are things that I've used or things that I've been using for years, but they don't sound like what you hear now. They sounded like something else before I did a lot of stuff to them.
There you go. Awareness, what up, man?
Awareness 303, going crazy in the contest too. Yeah, he's doing this thing in the contest, man. Shout out to you.
Do you do promotion/mentor program?
I do mentoring and consultation, yeah. Not so much promotion. Like, if you're in my contest and you post a video, I'll repost it and all that, but I don't promote, like as a way of income.
Is it best to make your name with lower level artists?
Yeah, it can be. It's easier.
Yeah.
And we were talking about this at the beginning of the show. It's a great way for you to showcase your sound and have 100% control over what people know about you and what people hear. When you're trying to get on somebody else's project, you're going to sound like they want you to sound. And like somebody was saying earlier, if they hit you back, like, yo, them hi-hats too fast, you got to change that. You just got to change that. But if it's your album, you and that artist, if you're doing a Tim and Missy type thing, you can do whatever you want to do.
Exactly. I feel like when you work with newer artists, it's less expectations. If you're working with Future, it's like, it's pretty much, unless you're really confident or you really got some clout.
Yeah.
You're listening to Future.
Yep.
Future isn't going to take your advice. Yeah, because he don't trust you. You don't have a record yet.
Yep.
But when you're working with a newer artist, you can really just hone in and do what you want to do, experiment.
Yep. In the case of that Future thing, like, all he knows is that somebody he knows told him that you made a beat that would sound good on his album.
Exactly.
They ain't telling him that you was a great producer and all that stuff.
Exactly. In your process from when you started, is there anything you recall that elevated your skills when making a beat?
Listening to other songs on the radio and songs that I admired, and I would make a beat. And as I'm making a beat, like maybe halfway through or periodically, I would turn on the radio or turn on a CD or something of a song that I really like, and just saw how I felt immediately in the comparison of going from what I was doing to listening to one of those. And once I got to the point of, damn, this sounds just as good, and then I found ways to try to make it sound better or different.
There you go. Inland Empire Oracle, tell us something about the name Anomaly and where it came from.
The name Anomaly came from the dictionary. And I'm not being a smart ass, that's really where I got it from. I was looking for a name. I used to rap when I was 12. I think I started when I was 12 or 11. And I wanted a really cool name that meant different, because I was always about being different. And Anomaly meant just that. As you could tell, I didn't even have to get outside of the A section before I found the name.
Right.
That's why I starts with an A, because I started really looking at the dictionary.
Oh, Encyclopedia Britannica.
You ain't lying.
Getting my questions ready for my consult now. Hey, shout out to you.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate that pen, brother.
Oh, is the consultation over phone or via Skype?
Skype. We can do voice or video.
Would love to see you and Devontae Swing collab.
I would love to meet Devontae Swing. I'm sure you would too.
Shit, who you telling?
Man, I never met Devontae. Never even came close.
Yeah, he's that one person I just ain't.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about him. I mean, I know about him, but I don't personally. I ain't never.
Yeah, I don't even know where he be at. I've never been in a place where he was at or anything.
I don't even know anybody that's like, I know him or I kicked it with him.
Only person I know that even knows him is Tim. That's it.
From back in the day.
Yeah, exactly.
How long are the consultations?
Depends on what you purchase, 30 minutes or 1 hour. And they're done on, since we're talking about it, I do consultations on Tuesdays and Thursdays, usually between the hours of 1 p.m. and 6 p.m. East Coast time.
On the one-on-one consultation, can it be used for tutorials like how to use the orbit?
Not really. And the thing is, how to use the orbit, I can tell you right now how to use the orbit. It sends MIDI CCs. You find something you want to map it to, you put that in learn mode, and you hit a button on the orbit, and that is really it. So once again, I stress, the orbit does not do anything. It just sends MIDI CCs. It's what you're controlling, not the controller.
Yeah. They want them presets. That's what he asked for.
Exactly. Like, I want that tape stop.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't do any of that.
What happens to a beat after you get a placement? Is it mixed, mastered, structure changed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of that.
All of it. Yeah, sometimes, most of the time, well, for the most part, sometimes the beat really isn't changed, but sometimes you got to do post-production. You got to add stuff. I mean, I post-produce 90% of the time anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Mixed, yes. Mastered, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie. I cheat. I tell people I cheat. I don't submit whole beats because I usually work with people on beats, so we get the idea down and they add whatever. Or sometimes I'll finish it up. But
right.
I'm never doing like a whole 3 minutes and with a bridge and all.
Just ideas.
Yeah, just
get them written to or whatever.
Yeah, and then go back and then change things around. That's it.
What inspires you guys?
Collaboration for sure. Yep.
And then just the future, man. So much different shit you could do, man. I'm always just inspired, like, all right, how do I get to the next one?
Yo, we wake up excited.
Man.
Every day.
Yo, we be having, I called him the other day, like, yo, bro, I think I figured out something. Like, I be hyped, like, yo, I just want to, because he'll hit me with a gym. I'm like, I got to find something, dog. I got to find a gym in there. I got to beat his gym.
Yep.
So we're constantly in competition to see who can provide the best gyms.
Yep. You hit me with a doozy the other day. I was like, woo. I'm working on that right now, by the way, too.
Oh, dog. See, but that's what makes us, that's why every week something is going to progress, because we're literally just out here really trying to figure this out.
Yep. Yeah, y'all are really part of the process.
Right.
Like the beginning of the show, we went live and started talking about if it was a show or not and what it should be named. Like, y'all are seeing us on the journey. It's not like we're going to try to get there and then reach back. Like, nah, we just take you with
us. Magnolia, babe, I wish I had a question, but today I'm just questionless. Hey, appreciate you coming through.
Hey, you got a statement. That was good enough.
Hey, you might come up with something. Somebody might ask something to spark an idea.
Yeah. You made it to the YouTube, Joe, maybe.
What benefits to you see in Ableton over Machine/Logic?
Ooh. Real-time time stretching. I know they might have it, but it ain't the same. The routing is amazing. Instrument racks, the way that you save, scripts that you can write, the way it's structured is really $2 in one. And there are about 89 other things, but we got a show to go do, so.
FedEx.
Yep.
Mad Killer Beats. What up, bro? What up, man? You ever use FL Studios? I have. I don't think Oracle you have.
I did for like, them things that you try out. I can't say I used it, but yeah, I tried it for a while. It was cool. It wasn't what I messed with, and it's not like it is now either.
The contest has been dope and inspiring. I've been trying to drop a joint a day for it.
That's dope.
Hey,
Keep
shout out
going.
to Frank Moses, man.
Yeah, Frank Moses been showing love.
I work every Friday, so I miss these joints. I'm on a conference call, so I muted the phone so I can listen right now.
Shout out to you for being horrible at your job, but great at being a community member.
Hey, go check them on YouTube or SoundCloud or iTunes, man.
For sure.
Finally released my first song and it feels good. Hey, shout out to you.
There you go, man. The first of many, man. Much success to you.
Network is thrown around, but how do you really do it when you're just a producer with no placements and no connections?
Well, you're not just a producer with no placements and no connections. You are an aspiring producer who wants to be great. Networking is fancy talk for talking to people. That's the thing. You talk to people and you establish a relationship. That's why I use the word relationships more than networking now. You want to work with this person, but first you have to get the person comfortable with you. You have to see what you all have in common and how you can work together. How do you do that? It starts with a simple, hello, how you doing? My name is whatever. And then everything I just said, you say that.
Right.
Hey man, I think you're dope. I love what you did on XYZ. Something that's not like on the first page of Google. Something that you really found out about the person. I would love to work with you. I would like to offer you my services. I'm good at this. I'm good at that. Let me know if you want to network. You know what I mean? It's really simple. Don't overcomplicate it. But the thing is, avoid asking for something when you first contact somebody. Don't ask them for anything.
Add value.
Honestly, you don't even know if you want to know this person well enough to be in a situation where either one of you owes the other one anything or is working with the other one. You gotta figure that out.
Umami, insert secret society handshake. What's up, you two? Hey, what's up?
Squad, what up?
That's our secret society call.
I like that, Joe. I gotta get trained on it. I need a vocal coach. Sakina, give me a vocal coach.
Sound selection, fellas. Please help. Need advice on picking sounds.
Study songs that you like or songs that sound good, and play your stuff and compare it to that. But when it comes to selecting sounds, just listen. You have to get to a point, and I don't know how to tell you to do that briefly, but get to a point where things sound right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like we were talking about tuning stuff. You like, I just tune it until it sounds right. It's a sweet spot where it's going to sound right. You go one step further, it sounds wrong. You go one step back, it sounds wrong. You know?
Pick the sweet spot.
Yep.
So it's best practice is to submit snippets for placements versus a full track?
No. Not at all. And I'll tell you, I know that from experience. I used to submit snippets back in the day because I used to make so many beats. My thought process was I could send 30 beats if I only send minute and a half snippets. Terrible idea. Like, it just doesn't make sense.
Right.
Send the full track. Don't ever send more than 10 tracks.
I think he was saying because when you were saying you do ideas and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But you're working with other people that's going to...
Yeah, that's when I'm working with another producer on a co-pro or an artist that I know. Mm-hmm. If I know the artist and we have a working relationship, we establish like, oh yeah, that's the best way to work.
What's different than using sampling and Logic versus having an MPC or a machine?
I don't know about the sampling and Logic, but Triz and I talk a lot about it's just the feeling of like that tactile, like something about pads and physically doing this. Because if you're mousing around or you on this,
it ain't got that feel.
It's not the same thing. It's just not. Not saying there's anything wrong with it, but it's like what's the difference between the feeling of riding a bike and driving a car? It's
exactly.
You still moving, still a vehicle, but it's way different world.
Because I had sold my MPC and then I wasn't even using a MIDI keyboard. I was just kind of laptopping it up.
Yeah.
And then I something about it I just didn't enjoy. Then I got to push and all the joy came back.
There you go.
We found love in a hopeless place. Okay. Contest got me on edge, bro. 7 tracks a day. I can honestly say it has increased my workflow tremendously.
That's dope. See, now the thing about the contest too is that's why it's a points-based contest. It's not about who has the dopest beats because it's just something to build a habit. Because once the contest is over, keep working at this pace. Because before the contest was here, how many beats were you doing? Now versus being in the contest, it gives you a reason, and people are doing like 5-6 beats a day. But when it's over, it's just to get you in that habit. Now that you're in that habit, even if the contest is over, like keep working at that pace.
Excuse me. How do you get your beats on the artists?
That seems to be a big question. Networking. It sounds like a simple answer, but I explained the story about how I met somebody that met Triza, and I met the person I co-produced the song with through Triza. It's all about who you know and your relationship with those people. Talent is 15-20% of it. The rest of it is networking, marketing, and all business stuff.
So the real moral of the story is Triza's the plug, and I will, if you got hot fire for 35%, no, it's not.
Half that's true. Triza is the plug. That part is true. He is the plug.
Nicole Tyler photo. Just in Best Buy, cashier said that all the women that have come have purchased the Mary J. Blige album. So I guess people still do buy albums.
Yeah. Funny enough that you said that. My aunt told me the same thing. Well, I'm on the way to the record store to buy it right now.
What's that?
I was like, God bless you, lady.
Wait, and I know this is going to sound kind of crazy. That demographic for more Mary stuff, I feel like they're going to be the people to buy.
Mm-hmm. They're going to be talking about that at church on Sunday.
Because I feel like people ain't going to Best Buy for a Uzi album.
No.
Yeah.
But for Mary, you're going to get a lot of people that might be 40, 50 over. Yeah, they're gonna buy them records.
Same reason why country, they still sell CDs. Because that demographic, they love them CDs. What up with mixing vocals? I got you. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hey, I got a template, bro. I'm cool. My template has not failed me.
I don't have any vocals for you to mix. To be honest,
I appreciate the thought.
Yeah, like that's dope. In case I need some.
Hey, keep that in mind.
Yeah.
I love how Triza manages the audience. Hey, appreciate it.
Yes, indeed. He's the man. What was that? Invisible Bully.
That's a hard name.
Yeah.
It's also confusing. Invisible Bully. What was that movie? I know this is a super random tangent, but the dude could he could unwrap himself and he'd be invisible. You don't remember that? He was like a mummy or something, and that was the only the reason why you could see him. Somebody in the chat knows exactly what I'm talking about.
I should know pointless stuff like that. That's like my strong point.
What do you think about agents, music soups, managers requesting a deposit in order to submit a demo?
I've never heard of that in my life. Are you serious? They can eat up.
I'm trying to be more PG. Let me not say what I was gonna say.
More PG and more PC.
Yes, but I was gonna say they could eat something that rhymes with pick, and it starts with a D.
Come on, charging to submit a demo, man. If you don't get your
thoughts about Prince as a songwriter / sound designer. GOAT, man.
Right. You already know what the response to that was going to be. Just figured you ask anyway, huh? Like, yeah. It's not a person alive that's like, yo, Prince ain't the man. Prince is the man.
Yeah. Mary got hurt. That album going diamond.
Hey.
Mary make the best music when she going through some shit.
I feel bad for her. I don't want to see nobody go through turmoil, but we know the hurt Mary is the best man.
Who gonna break Keisha Cole's heart and get her back in the game?
Ball players? Anybody?
Somebody. Any suggestions for great key placements?
I don't know what that question means.
Yeah,
I'm trying to. Yeah, I don't know. Clarify a little bit more. I'm trying to figure that out.
You won the contest already. End it now. Don't waste your time.
Who said that?
I don't like that talk.
Risco.
It was a Kilvic.
Oh, Kilovic Beats.
Kilovic.
No. ER has been going hard, but he has not won the contest already.
Yeah. It's a long road. It's a marathon, not a sprint, guys.
And if I'm not mistaken, it's like 12 days left or something like that. Man, you got to have that conviction. Even if you get in on something late, don't have that give up attitude like, man, it's too late for me. Beast up on them. Man. That's the thing. Make 22 beats today.
Right.
Just beast up on
them. In one of your last casts, you talked about a built-in Melodon in Ableton. What's it called, and can you go more into detail about it?
Yeah, it's Ableton has a thing where you can convert audio to MIDI. You can convert it to a melody, which is just monophonic, meaning playing one note at a time, or polyphonic, which is if you have an audio that's like chords and all that, it'll make the chords MIDI. You can put them on whatever you want. And it also has drums to MIDI. So if you listen to have an audio drum beat, it'll convert that to MIDI into a drum rack and your kick, snare, hat, and that drum rack will play the exact same pattern and the same timing from that audio.
I need to use that more actually.
Is dope. Now I'm not gonna lie, you gotta do a little editing,
right,
depending on what the audio is, but dog, saved my life.
Multiple beats per day, meaning loop beats or full structured.
Your choice. It's all about you.
I agree with. I don't know why I can't talk today. I agree with so much about that mouse versus actual hardware. I could tell you how much.
Beats something.
Yeah, I don't know where the rest of it went.
Yeah.
Hollow Man. I knew somebody knew what that was, bro.
Hollow Man.
Thank you, bro.
Got you.
Hey, thank you. I'm about to go watch that.
Triza, you like the what? You like the plug? Yeah. Yeah, Triza the plug, man.
Triza, how's the youngling? Driving my girl crazy. She cannot sleep, and so I can't sleep now.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I've been watching a lot of Fresh Prince because that's all that's on late at night. Well, everything's good, man. Thank you for asking.
Fresh Prince on later night with y'all?
Nah. Fresh Prince and Martin is like the shows. They've replaced the Cosby Show of shows that's going to be on.
I'm like, what
forever.
channel you watch? Yeah, I be on that late night TV thing too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I watched the documentary on Tower Records store for the old heads. It was dope.
Wow.
Seems
I didn't know
interesting.
they had a documentary. I gotta check it
I
out.
might have to peep that.
So many of my friends from high school worked at Tower Records, and I thank all y'all for stealing albums for me and charging me $1 per album.
Shout out to you.
I super appreciate you.
Because Big Willie style for $2 is a come up, bro.
Right. And shout out to whoever just bought that Young Oracle pack.
Hey.
That loops.
Any VST comparable to Omnisphere, just less expensive? Nope. Omnisphere is expensive for a reason.
Yeah, the closest you're going to get, honestly, is like a Nexus or something. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, and I would say, what is it that I just got? Expand 2 is kind of like it, but it's not like it. It's got a good, vast amount of types of sounds, but it's not as extensive as Omnisphere.
Funny enough, I'm about to get Expand 2 on Monday with that joint I was telling
you. Yeah.
It comes with it.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, so I get to check out Expand because I've been hearing good things about it.
I use it all the time.